morning, students. I am Dr. Ritika, the faculty of CSC department, as an associate professor in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. Today, I am going to deliver the lecture on CAM, Computer Application in Management subjects. Now, in first lecture, what we have delivered about the introduction we have to about the introduction about what is computer, definition of computer, basic anatomy, about computer system. Now in second slides we will describe about the characteristics of computer, advantages and disadvantages of computer, history and generation of computer, and at the end we will discuss some important questions regarding characteristics, advantages, disadvantages, history and generation about the computer system. Now come to the first point, characteristics of a computer system. As we have mentioned in the slide, there are several characteristics of computer systems like speed, accuracy, diligence, versatility, reliable, and large storage capacity. All are the characteristics of a computer system. Now we will learn one by one. Now first is the speed, or you can say high speed. The speed means very fast device. It can perform millions of calculation in few seconds. Also, it has unit of speed in microseconds, nanosecond, and even in a picoseconds also. So, it is capable of performing calculations of very large amount of data. So, we can imagine how fast your computer can perform. Next is the accuracy. As the accuracy means calculations are 100% error free. So we can say addition to fast computers are very accurate. Computer perform all jobs with 100% accuracy, which provides correct input which has given to the user to the system. So it is 100% accurate result provided by the computer with no error. Or let us suppose if you want to divide 15 divided by 7, so you may work out up to two decimal places and say the quotient is 2.14. Same as other calculation up to 4 decimal places, say the result is 2.1428. Someone else maybe up to 9 decimals, say the result will be the given in the slide, that is 2.1428. It is more than the previous 2.14, but a computer can give us the 100 decimal places within a fraction of seconds, that too accurately. So we can say in addition to speed, the computer provides very high level of accuracy or correctness in computing. Now next slide is diligence. As the name suggests, diligence means it can work continuously without any error or any burden, with some speed and accuracy. So a computer is free from tiredness, lack of concentration and fatigue. So it can work for hours or days together very attentively without creating any error. Unlikely, we can say human being computer is free from tiredness and lack of concentration also. So if millions of calculations are to be performed, a computer will very calculations perform every calculation with the same accuracy. Due to this capability, it is better than human being in routine and repetitive type of works. Now next is the versatility. As versatility means capacity to perform completely different type of work, or you can say that It is a versatile machine and flexible in performing the jobs to be done. Another point we will use in versatility is it can solve problems related to various fields also. It is very next moment it may be play a song means how much versatile at one instant, which may be solving a complex scientific problem also. So we can say you may use your computer to prepare payroll slips. Multiple jobs can be done in the versatility. How versatile is our system? So therefore computer is, we can say it can perform. For example, we can say if some moment we are doing payroll slip and after some moment we are playing songs. So therefore we can say computer is highly versatile. Now, the next is the multitasking. Multitasking, as name suggests, many jobs, many tasks. So, a human being cannot do more than one task at the same time without losing his concentration or with his full efficiency. But a computer, it is normal thing to do many tasks simultaneously without compromising in its efficiency. For example, at the same time, you may use the computer to type a letter and to listen your favorite music, and also you can open internet web pages to get some information. So simultaneously you can you can complete many jobs. So that property, that process is known as multitasking. Now, power of memory or storage. Now, next is the power. Computer has the power of storing huge amount of information and data. So, information is stored and recalled as long as you require it for any number of years. We can say it depends upon how much data you want to store in a computer and when to use and retrieve this data. It will not fade away like human memory as year passes. Computer has an inbuilt memory where it can store a large amount of data, or we can say it stores data in secondary storage devices such as floppy floppy device, which is not used in recent days, CD compact disc, which can kept outside your computer and can be carried to other computer. Now computer has no feelings. Computer don't have feeling or emotions, taste, knowledge and experience. Thus a computer does not get tired even after during long hours of works. It does not distinguish between user and different kind of work being done by it. So computer don't have any feeling. Now next topic is the advantages and disadvantages of the computer. Reliability. So now we will learn about more disadvantages of computer in the human health. First is health risk. As prolonged use of computer might lead to disorder of injuries of the wrist, neck, back and eyes also. Now, violation of privacy. When using the internet on computer, we are on a high risk of leaking the private information. Trojans, malwares are infiltrated the system and give intuitive thieves access to our personal information also. Now, impact on environment. As it in we know everything has advantages and disadvantages, so computer also impact on environment. This manufacturing process of computer and computer waste are harmful to the environment, whereas when computer junk is discarded in open ground, they release harmful chemicals like lead and mercury to the environment, which disposed computer can cause fire also. Now, data security. Data security is the another disadvantage. The safety and integrity of data is key for any business. Hackers could also gain access in our computer and compromise the integrity of data. So we can measure our data safety from the hackers. Now, as we have discussed some health issues, one of the more health issue created by the computer is the causes poor blood circulation. So excess use of computer creates the poor blood circulation. Now lack of physical activities. We know that sitting in front of computer doing work creates lot of health issues as well as its impact on the physical activities also. As computers are becoming more and more easy to access, we are becoming unbelievable lazy and physical inactive. So we spend most of the time in front of computer and left the physical activities like games and sports. Now, come to the next slide. It is a history of the computer. Now, history of computers. As we will read about the history of the computer, which is tracked back to effort of man to count large numbers. So the process of counting of large number of generated various systems of numeration like Babylonia systems of numeration with the Greek system of numeration, Roman system of numeration and Indian system of numeration. Out of these, Indian system has been accepted universally because it based on the digital system of numeration which is based on the numerically. So later we will know how computer solves all calculation based on decimal systems. However, you will be surprised to know that computer doesn't understand the decimal system but it uses binary system of numeration which is in the form of 0 and 1. Now let us we will read about the brief inventions in the field of computing devices. Calculating machine. First is the calculating machine. It's a generation for early man to build mechanical devices for counting large numbers. So for calculation we will use abacus which was developed by Egyptian and Chinese people. The word abacus means calculating on board. It consists of sticks of horizontal positions on which all insert sets of pebbles. So, a modern form of abacus is shown in figure in next slide as a number of horizontal bars each having 10 beats and horizontal bar represent unit tens and hundreds. So it is the slide of abacus. We can easily see the beats in the there are number of beats in ones, tens, hundred, thousand. So we can calculate on the beats. Now next is a Napier Bond. Napier Bond is an English mathematician. John Napier built a mechanical device for the purpose of multiplication in six multiplication in 1617 AD. So device was known as Napier bond. It is based on a set of rods and the board where we calculate. Next is the slide ruler. Slide rulers is also invented by English mathematician Edmund Genscher developed the slide rules. This machine could perform operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. It also widely used in European in 16th century. Now, next is the Pascal addition and subtraction machine. So, you might have heard the name of Blaise, Blaise Pascal. He developed a machine at the age of 19 that could add and subtract. So machine consists of wheels, gears and cylinders. Now next is a Next is the Leibniz multiplications and dividing machine. It's also a German philosopher and mathematician around 1673. It created a device which performed the multiplication and division operations. Now, next is the Babbage's analytic engineer. Was the year of 1823. Famous Englishman Charles Babbage built a mechanical machine to do complex mathematical calculations. So it was called difference engine. So later developed some general purpose calculation is done by this machine which is called to be the analytical engineer. So as you should know, the Charles Babbage is known as the father of the computer. Now next is the mechanical and electrical calculator. In 19th century, a developed calculator which perform all sort of mathematical calculations used in 1960, which is a part of our routine. We will daily perform some calculation, which is also known as the electric calculator. As we have shown in the figures, Charles Babbage is the father of the computer. So Babbage analytical, he designed the engine as we have seen in the slide. Now next is a modern electronic computer. In 1960, he was learned with electronic tubes, which was quite bulky. So later it was replaced with transistors, and as a result in size of calculator which was very small. So in modern electronic calculator can compute all kind of mathematical computations and functions, which is used to store some data permanently. Now next come to the generations of the computer. As mentioned, the generation was used to distinguish between various hardware technologies, but nowadays generation means both hardware and software. So together make up an entire computer system. Computer generation is mainly divided into five parts. So generation means technology evolution over the period of time. We can classify belong to a specific generation. The term generation was initially introduced to distinguish between different hardware technologies as well as the software technology, as I have mentioned in the generation of the computer system. Now let's start with the first generation of computer. The first generation of computer time was 1946 to 1959. First generation was computer was used vacuum tubes as the basic component of memory and CPU. So these vacuum tubes is just like electric bulb which produce lots of heat. Now this is the ENIAC first generation computer. ENIAC. It is an electronic numerical integrated and computer. Is the first electronic computer built. Second is a EDVAC, that is the electronic discrete variable automatic computer. So lot of EDSAC is the EDSAC is a another computer. UNIVAC is the universal automation computer. These are the first generation computers. Now some following major drawbacks. What was the disadvantages, drawbacks in the first generation? First generation is they use quite bulky. Operating system speed was quite slow. Power consumption was very high. They have no operating system, required large space of installation. The programming capability was quite low. Now, next is the second generation of the computer. Second generation of the computer based on the transistors. The transition, it was in the era of 1959 to 1965. It is based on the transistors which were cheaper. So less power, more compact in size, more reliable and faster than the first generation of the computer. Magnetic codes were used inside the second generation of the computer, which is used as the primary memory. Magnetic tape, magnetic disk as secondary storage devices. Some batch processing and multi-programming operating system we have start using in the second generation of the computer also. Some assembly language, high level language we will use inside the second generation of the computer. Some second generation computers like IBM 920, IBM 1401, CDS, that is Control Data Corporation 3600, are the some computers related to the second generation of them. Some silent features means rel- relatively faster than the first generation computer, smaller than the first generation computer, more, more reliable, high capacity of internal storage, and generate low level of heat is the features of the second generation of computer. Now come to the third generation of the computer. In third generation of computer, it was 1965 to 1971. So it is based on the ICs, that is the integrated circuit. IC has many transistors, resistors, capacitors along with associated circuits. The development made computers smaller in size, reliable and effective. In this generation, we will use remote processing, means network or client server method. It you start using time sharing, multi-programming, all these things we will use in the third generation of computer. So some third generation of computer we can say IBM 360, Honeywell, PDA, that is a personal data processors, IBM 370, all are the some gener- some computers used in third generation of computer. Now some features about the third generation is used tiny ICs, related very small in size, made up of operating systems, high processing speeds, reliable, large memory, low cost, all are the features of the computer. Next is the fourth generation of computer. It was in 1971 to 1980. It used very large scale integration circuit, which is about 5,000 transistors and other elements circuits, and the associated with circuit on single chip made it possible to have microcomputers also. It has some silent features like very fast, very low heat generate, smaller in size, very reliable, high sophisticated. Some computers like DEC, that the Digital Equipment Corporation, Star 1000, PDA that I have mentioned, so Cray X MP, that is the supercomputer. These all are the some computers used in the these are the some computers used in the fifth generation of the computer. Now, now we have completed all the generations of the computer. One generation we have left is the fifth generation, which is used in the ultra large scale integration, which produced microprocessor chips, which is based on parallel processing, AI, artificial intelligence. We are used in the some other computers used in generation of the computer used in the fifth generation, we like desktop laptops, we all are aware about these systems. Now next topic is the classification of computer. Before going to this topic, some important question we will discuss in previous slides related to the introduction to computer, how computer and hardware are used, what is computer, all the questions we have completed in the previous slide. Now in this slide, the question which was asked by the examiner will be the write down the advantages disadvantages of computer, generation of computer, explain about all these questions in this slide. So next slide we will read about the some classification of computer. So students, thank you very much for the slides. Further, next slide we will cover the topics. Thank you so much.